My favorite Clinton story is when I got elected to the Senate in '96 and Asa got elected to the U.S. House. My mom was 82 years old, had never been to Washington, D.C. in her life, but she had to be there to see Asa and I sworn in. So we flew my mom to Washington, D.C., and my sister and some other family members. And I thought, well, this first time she's been to Washington, I've got to get her in to see the Oval Office. I've got to get her into the White House. So I had one friend over there in the Clinton administration. I called him over there and he said he'd set it up. Now, the only time we could do it was at 9 o'clock at night. So I took my 82-year-old mom to the White House, 9 o'clock at night. And the Secret Service meet us at the gate and they say, Senator, we're so sorry, but the rules are, the protocol is that when the president is still working in the Oval Office, we have to cancel the tours, and Hillary's out of town and the president's still working in the Oval Office tonight. Well, my friend, to his great credit, wrote a note, took it in, handed it to President Clinton saying, Senator Hutchinson's out here with his 82-year-old mom. The president came out, greeted us, escorted us into the Oval Office at 9 o'clock at night, spent an hour and a half with us in the Oval Office, told us all about the history of the Oval Office and that everything in it and all the pictures and the monuments, and then took my mom over and showed her his political button collection. He's very proud of his political button collection. My 82-year-old mom, rock-rigged Republican as she is, looked up and said, Mr. President, I don't see a Hutchinson button up there. And President Clinton said, Mrs. Hutchinson, you send one over, I'll put it up. And then I got this great picture of, as we're leaving. My mom, rock-ribbed, Goldwater Republican, is shaking hands with Bill Clinton. And she says, Mr. President, were you to run again, I might have to vote for you. He charmed her to death. But it was so good and gracious of him because he didn't owe me anything. I didn't vote for his programs usually, post his taxes in the state legislature, but he knew the importance of a mom and really treated her right. Pretty good story. The last time I saw President Clinton was at Senator Bumper's funeral, and he walked over and gave me a big hug. So there's some things that got to transcend our political differences, and that's our humanity, I think.